Hello gamers, Agafor here with my good friend Science. Welcome to the Sunday Experiment, part 3 of how items protect a player. In this episode we're going to look at how backpacks and items within backpacks protect a player. I said in the last video that I didn't test the TTSKO jacket, press vest, anti-stab vest and tactical vest. Well, while we were testing the backpacks, we gathered that information. The tactical vest isn't in game at the moment, so we can't test that. We did test the others however. First up is the TTSKO. I said it would absorb as much damage as a t-shirt. It does. Next is a Pristine press vest. I said it would absorb as much damage as an assault vest and chest holster. Well, that does too. A Pristine anti-stab vest. I said it would absorb as much damage as an assault vest and chest holster too. Well, it does not. We went as far as testing it 4 times. Our conclusion is that a developer spilt boiling hot coffee on their legs while coding this. We couldn't test the press vest and anti-stab vest at different quality levels for reasons I won't disclose. You'll just need to take my word for it. So we're going to assume that these 2 items depreciate at the same rate as the other items we've tested, around 6 punches per quality level. You may be thinking, the anti-stab vest is good against stabbing weapons, not fists. Little did we know that dead bodies take a huge amount of additional damage compared to a living player. So while trying to reduce the quality level of the anti-stab vest to test it at a lower quality level, we accidentally ruined it with a knife in 1 hit. This was very strange to us, so we equipped a different dead body with a Pristine t-shirt and attacked it again in the same location with 1 knife hit from the same knife. I hope you guys are ready for a science-gasm, because in 1 hit with the same knife, a Pristine t-shirt on a dead body became badly damaged, meaning a t-shirt absorbs more damage from stab and blunt attacks than an anti-stab vest. For your information, both dead bodies bled in 1 hit as well. The accidental results from this short test also indicate that blunt damage is very closely associated with stabbing damage. The 3 different types of damage in DayZ are blunt, stabbing and ballistic damage. Meaning, the results we have so far from this entire experiment will be relative to stabbing weapons, which in turn proves that we're not only testing blunt damage here, but every type of melee damage in DayZ. Maybe even every type of damage in DayZ. The ballistic damage experiments will prove that when a gun of low caliber is released to stable. I can imagine some of you are thinking about the press vest still. Does it absorb ballistic damage? As a treat for you guys, for getting this channel to 2,000 subscribers, we equipped our freshly spawned test dummy with nothing but a Pristine press vest and shot our dummy with a Pristine FNX. The magazine and bullets were also pristine. Here is the footage. Another shocking result. Our test dummy died instantly in 1 shot from an FNX, probably the weakest gun on stable. Ooh. However, I don't want you to just thank me for these scientastic results. Darbtree, a guy I met on Reddit. He provided the fully pristine FNX, and not just 1 anti-stab vest, but 2, and many other pieces of gear that he sacrificed for science. He's also a great guy that knows a lot about DayZ. I learned some new things from the discussions we had. A link to his channel is in the description if you want to give him a sub or check out his videos as a thank you. I'd also like to thank another user of Reddit, player2_DZ, for posting a script that gave us better insight to ballistic and armour absorption. And finally, a thanks to another user of Reddit, hborg, for making some great suggestions that gave us new ideas. Not just these guys, but all of you give me faith in humanity. Thank you very much. Without further ado, the science of backpacks. Me and our test dummy went on a quest to find every backpack available to players in game. Luckily, each one we found was pristine. The Talon backpack, the child briefcase, the improvised courier bag, the improvised backpack, the hunting backpack, and finally the mountain backpack. We conducted 2 tests on each backpack at 2 different quality levels. From our first results on the Talon backpack, we can clearly see that backpacks do in fact provide us with additional protection to the chest. The child briefcase. The results were a little surprising here. The child briefcase is much smaller and provides a player with fewer slots, yet it protects us more. After several hours of searching for a damn piece of rope, we finally made the improvised courier bag. We're starting to see that different backpacks have different armour stats on them, unlike most of the other items we've tested. Let's continue. The improvised backpack provides exactly the same amount of protection as the courier bag, even though it looks much more robust and it's technically an upgrade. Now on to the big boys, the hunting backpack. Surprisingly, the hunting backpack provides a player with the same amount of protection as a child briefcase, another amazing find. The mountain backpack, providing a player with 35 slots of luxury loot loveliness. We got some very strange results here. The mountain backpack doesn't seem to depreciate at all. No matter the quality level of the mountain backpack, the results were always the same, around 160 punches. We even went as far as testing out the different colours of the mountain backpack and retested a total of 16 times, 4 times the amount we did on any other backpack. Now we have those results, let's put them into our graph to see the differences clearly. The Tulum backpack provides the least amount of protection to a player's chest and back against blunt and stabbing weapons. This makes sense, seeing as it's probably the first backpack you'll come across after spawning. The improvised backpacks are slightly better. Take note that there's no deviation between courier and a finished improvised backpack, only that the latter has more slots. The child briefcase and hunting backpack provide the same amount of protection across the board to the chest and the back, which is very odd. Expect this to change in coming patches. And finally, the mountain backpack. In a league of its own, the mountain backpack spits in the face of those pesky quality levels and their depreciation effects. A badly damaged mountain backpack is just as good at protecting a player as a pristine mountain backpack. Now to see if having items in a backpack improves a player's resistance to damage. Quick answer? No. Quite the opposite. Strangely enough, having a bag absolutely stuffed with items means you take more damage. What the science is this madness? Is there some kind of hidden fatigue or endurance meter I'm not aware of? Does the weight of an item affect how much damage a player takes? I'm confused. What's that? Sorry, my buddy Science is saying something. One sec, guys. Use the power of science. That's genius. But Science, we don't have time to test that in this episode. Make them wait a week for it. That's just mean, Science. Come. Yes. Yes, that's right. I would get more subscribers. Seriously though, these experiments do take a long time to perform. So if you did learn something here, hit that like button. Because Science will know if you did learn something but didn't like the video. Science made YouTube. I think Science is a little bit crazy. Obviously, in the next part of this series, we're going to look at why backpacks with items inside are seemingly different from empty backpacks. We'll also be looking at chest armour with items inside to see if the results we have so far differ. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 4 of this series next week on Sunday.